Hi and welcome to this presentation for an absolutely stunning VW Touareg. As you can see, this particular vehicle is presented on a 2012 on what I believe is the charcoal slate metallic. Absolutely gorgeous car and in truly remarkable order. Being a 2012 and being in Dubai, you'd expect it to have a couple of knocks and scratches, and in all honesty, apart from one little blemish on the outside, it's very hard to pick out a flaw on this car. It really is a genuine lady-only driver from brand spanking new. You'll tend to hear that lots of time on adverts, but we do verify that. You'll always read in adverts lady-only driver, and you'll never actually meet this mysterious lady that owns tons of cars here in Dubai. But this particular vehicle is being driven and has been cherished from day one by its single female owner, and again, simply because she's having to change jobs and depart ways from Dubai, that this vehicle is now coming up for sale, and it's a very lucky opportunity for someone to get a car in such good order. As you can see, being a 2012, it benefits from being the facelift with the bi-xenon headlights and LED combination, chrome trim throughout, and integrated front fog lights, power folding mirrors with integrated side repeaters, big alloy wheels because this is the 3.2 litre V6, the Sport Edition with 280 brake. Now I'm whipping through the exterior of this vehicle rather quickly so we can get inside and take a look at all the gadgets and gizmos on this scrumptious inside. It really just, you look at the interior of this car and suddenly you just want to eat chocolate. It's just bizarre. So I think it's going to be one that's going to sell rather quickly. You've also got the pull-up shades here, if I can do it so. They just tuck into the little thing there. Perfect if you have the little ones in the back, and of course, being a VW, you know that this car is super safe. You've also got the individual climate control here on the rear as well, a very nice touch, and of course split folding seats with the center armrest, cup holders adding a bit of luxury for your rear occupants as well. Pristine condition throughout the car, to be honest. Chrome roof rails as well, and that massive glass panoramic sunroof, a touch on the 3.2 V6 Sport as well. Just press the boot button once and everything does pop up. Everything that you expect to see. Sunshade, the original book for the VW there as well. Service books are in the glove box, which we will go through. Power vault, and you've also got the electric seat, so you can actually fold these down to have it as a third or 2/3. Really nice touch there. As you can see, simply pull it and it will just depress down, and you can just push them all the way through. So split folding 60/40 seats as well. And you've got the what they call the super tire on these cars, so it's actually a full-size wheel, but it's a space saver style. So you actually just put it in, inflate it, and you're good to go. And you've actually got the electric compressor there as well in the boot tidy. Also a lovely shade there, which again is in that chocolate brown fox leather style. Remove that, put the seats down, and you've got yourself a huge load area on these cars. Press that button and step back and enjoy the luxurious touches of the VW Touareg as you see here. Effortless car to drive, such a lovely car to be in and cruise around. Simply click the seats back into space. Because it's a VW, you know that it's built well, you know that it's safe. There are SRS airbags throughout this vehicle. Again, as mentioned, the sunshades both there, electronic touches on the doors there, and child locks as well. Electric seats throughout for the front passenger and driver, and of course, being a German vehicle, everything works absolutely as it should, including the lumbar support there and the tilt and rake. SRS airbags for the front driver, passenger, as well as memory settings even for the passenger seat on this particular vehicle. Again, a very nice touch. Now, what we're going to do is jump inside this beautiful Touareg. Again, electric seats. I mean, to be honest, when we demonstrate a German car, we tend to kind of ignore lots of the things that other vehicles make a big deal about, it's because you expect a German car to perform in a very particular way, and indeed to be as immaculate as this one is. Nice large chunky key on the car, letting you know that you're in something that is of course rather substantial. And we'll go through some of the lovely toys that you do have. Electric windows of course all the way around. You can cut the power individually to the rear glass, which is a very nice touch. So if you do have an adult behind you and you feel as though they're adult enough to handle a window switch all on their own, you can allow them. But if you have, for example, a child behind the front passenger, you can actually cut the power to just that particular window. So very nice individual touch there. Of course, you've got the memory settings on the seats. So if yourself, your partner, your colleague, friend, relative is driving the vehicle regularly, you can have it set up as 1, 2 or 3. You can open and close the central locking of the toggle switch there. And again, electric mirrors, that being the drivers. Swivel it down and that's the passengers. We also have the heated glass setting there, so you just swivel it all the way around, and one more notch down and it will actually power fold the mirrors in. Very, very useful function if you're coming across a vehicle that's not giving you too much room, as sometimes is the case here in Dubai, but power fold out as well. And of course those are on a remote setting, so when the vehicle locks itself it also folds in. You've also got automatic headlights on this particular car, front and rear fog lights, and you can adjust the illumination on the actual binnacle cluster as well. Some people do prefer it slightly dimmer in the evening. Of course you've got your indicators and wash wiper stalk as well. And on the SRS power steering wheel, you've also got the buttons for the telephone, so you can actually connect your phone via Bluetooth on this particular vehicle. Very, very handy. And of course you can go through lots of the functions on this particular car. So for example, you can scroll through audio. Of course you can go through all your favorite channels, set them, and you've got the volume control as well on the opposite buttons on the opposite stalk. Scroll through again, telephone, select that and pair up your phone so you have nice safe driving as you're cruising along. And of course you can have the setup of the vehicle as well and scroll through all of the appropriate data that comes through. Large instrument cluster, and again, when you're driving this, it's a substantial vehicle. And one thing about German cars is that noise. When you close the door, you just know you're in something significant. It offers you such good visibility all the way around the vehicle, but at the same time gives you that ride height that obviously accompanies all SUVs, but being a VW gives you that bit of prestige. And this saddle leather that we have inside in this sort of chocolate hue is just gorgeous. Honestly, you get inside this thing and for some strange reason you're in a good mood. I think that's the effects of chocolate on the human mind, but well, it certainly works for me anyway. On the glove box, which is also cool as well, you can just about make out you've got the little toggle switch in the rear there, so you can open the vents. You've got tons and tons of service history. Again, we're not going to have time to go through all this, but be rest assured this is all from VW directly. And you've also got the service book there as well, all fully stamped up as it should be. Remember, this was a genuine ladies owned vehicle with her kids, so she had to make sure that it was in tip-top condition all the time, and therefore none of the service was missed and was always carried out exactly as it should be. Lots of cubby holes as well to tuck all your lovely gubbins in, and you've got an individual splitting armrest there that can actually slide forward and back depending on how you or your front passenger prefer it. And of course it opens up to reveal large cubby hole. Cup holders, very important. Traction off, which to be honest you'll never do on this vehicle. You buy this car because of its sure-footedness, and it does just that. However, if you did want to take it off-road, simply turn the dial and you're good to go. Electric parking brake, so it does free up a nice bit of area here in the driver's tunnel, and auto hold as well, so whenever you're in traffic and you come to a stop, the car will actually engage the rear foot brake on for you as well. Super smooth gearbox as you'd expect, being a VW, matted to this 3.2 litre 280 brake horse engine. But of course you can slide it into sports to give it a bit more welly if need be. Slide it across into the right hand gear shift gator for plus and minus Triptronic, so you can really control the gears ratio nitros as you prefer, but in all honesty, stick it in D, put your foot down and cruise. Ample power coming through as well. Cigarette lighter, 12-volt power outlet, which of course you can see not being used, as the non-smoking owner likes to maintain the car in good condition for her and her kids. Ice cold AC, which of course you can't hear, but you certainly can hear, you can't feel, but you certainly can hear coming through those vents. We need it on 1, even on a baking hot day like today, keeping this car, bearing in mind it is 41 outside, you can keep it on 1 and the cabin is nice and cool. And the good thing is you've obviously got individual climate control, so you have got the ability to adjust yours and the passenger has got the ability to adjust theirs, but you can also set it up so that it's synced, so that whatever I adjust for my front passenger as well. Obviously different zones, so on and so forth. And you've also got the heated seats. So something that lots of people coming into the Middle East think, why would you need heated seats? You live in a desert. But believe me, once you've been here for just one winter, you realize heated seats come into their own in the colder months. Large touchscreen display, of course, with again, standalone video. It could take another 10 minutes on this particular unit. You've got radio, you can set up the climate, and the good thing about this is you've actually got the dual zone. So in fact, it's 4 zone because you have the front and the rear settings that can also be set from the front as well. And you've also got the passenger and the driver as well. So the rear occupants can set their own, you can set their rear, and you can set the front as well. Multimedia interface as well, as you can see there. You've got the SD card, and again, connect your phone. Lots of vehicle setup options depending on how you want to drive. Set all the units, the dates, the assist systems being rain sensor, light assistance. It's got a lot of functions. Service due in another 200 days. So, you know, it really is been well maintained. In fact, the next service schedule is in 718 days, long life schedule. So all the paperwork's there in the glove box as well, and you can set the vehicle up. Believe me, it's a complete menu system within here, so it will take another 10 minutes to go through the whole of that. But suffice to say, as you can see, the vehicle's in pristine condition, and a lovely touch is this huge panoramic roof, which absolutely transforms the cabin. One touch will completely open and reveal that huge glass roof, but even with the AC on just 1 bar and 41 outside, it's still really cool inside here. It's a absolutely gorgeous car that's going to be the pride of place for anyone who's lucky enough to own it. So all in all, we're going to jump out of the vehicle now. While the key's in there, will also give me a warning sign with a little audible beep and let me know the front driver's door's open, so I won't slam that shut. In fact, just drop down the window to be super extra cautious. But it's absolutely gorgeous 2012 VW Touareg 3.2 litre V6 Sport in just pristine condition. Genuine one owner lady having to sell it purely because she's relocating. So first come, first sold. It really is that good. Ladies and gentlemen, it's getting really hot out here, but we thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation by Autoemotional.